Okay. So I wish they didn't use the letter S because no matter how hard I try, they always look like 5s. So we're going to be careful, right? Okay. Now there's a couple things that, well, look, we have to factor this. The first thing you want to do, Edgar, the first thing you want to do is you want to see if there's a common factor you can take out. Is there something that goes into all of the numbers that you can take out? 3. So let's take a 3 out. Then we have 4r squared minus 23 r s. Hey, how's that s look? Is that okay? I'm kind of proud of myself over that one.
Why do you know how to draw s's?
My s's always look like 5s. And then plus 40, oh, not 45, 15, right? 15 s squared. Now that's kind of funny that I was bragging over the s and then I got distracted and I forgot what I was doing and then I wrote 45 instead of factoring the 3 out. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Edgar, that's the power of distraction.
That's 15, right?
That's a 15 out of 45. You can't let yourself get distracted. Dang, they're looking for you, Ivan. Hear that? Hear all those sirens? They're looking for you. Man, what'd you tell that person at the drive-thru today? Okay.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Okay. All right, now, there's nothing I can take out of everything. And this one's kind of weird, too, because I have an s squared, right? Well, it's going to be kind of like this. Now, look, I don't know if... Okay, this one sucks. 4, because it could be 4 and 1, or it could be 2 and 2, right? I have no idea. But here's what I do know. If it's 4, it's going to be... I know the r's are going to be like that. Are you comfortable with that part? Yeah? Okay. Now this part right here, the s, I know the s is going to be like this. I know there's going to be an s there, because like when you do the last two together, you get s squared. So the only question is this 15 or 3 or 5 or 1? You know what I mean? Because this is either going to be like this number here and this number here, they're going to multiply to make 15. Now there's one other thing I know. You see that sign says this is positive, and the way you get this sign is you multiply this number times that number. The only way that you get a positive is if they're the same sign. And you know those things add to make this one. So two things that are same sign, multiply to positive, add to negative, they both have to be negative. It's one of those weird things. It's hard to say. There's so many things to say, but I think it's easy to understand. I could be wrong. If it's not easy to understand, then I apologize if I made you feel bad. That wasn't the point. It was just hard to say why it's both negative, but I think it's easy to understand. Jose, you weren't here on last Tuesday, but do you see why these are both negative?
Those are opposites.
Well, you know when you have two binomials like say 3x plus 5 and x minus 14 or something, right? You know when you multiply those together, this is the shortcut you use, right? FOIL. And you know your answer is going to be something ax squared plus bx plus c. I don't know what numbers they are, right? This number right here, it comes from the last two multiplied. So if this was a positive, that means that these numbers have the same sign. It's positive. They have to have the same sign. But they add up to make this one. If they're the same sign and they add up to make a negative, then they're both negative. You see now? Yeah. Okay. I gotta guess. What should I guess? 5 or 3 or 15 or 1? Let's do 3. And I don't know the answer. I know the answer's in my book. I can't see it. I have no idea. That's my guess. Edgar, should we check it? Let's check it. Okay. Now, the way you check it, you only have to check the outside and the inside, because our guess is, we use the first and last to guess. Like 4r times r is 4r squared, so no problem. And 5s times 3s is 15s squared. So we don't need to check the first and the last. We just got to check the outside plus the inside. So let's do that. let's see, that's 12, yeah, S, and plus 5, oh, it's RS, plus 5 RS, that's not 23, right? I haven't even, you see that doesn't work, right? So instead of like just throwing it all away and starting all the way over, let's just switch those two numbers. Let's just switch them, and let's put the 3 here and the 5 there and check again. Oh yeah, that's it, I can see it. Do you see that's 20 and then RS, right? That part's good. And 3 RS, and that's 23. Done. There's your answer. That is a tricky problem, but that's it right there.
Where did you get the RS from?
Because I was checking. So the inside, right? 3RS. You put it alphabetical, even though it'd be 3SR. Then you don't. If you do this, Alexa, I'm really glad you asked that. Now that I think about it, because I just do it naturally. I put them in alphabetical order, and the reason I do that is then I can see that this is the same term as this. Whereas if I left it in not alphabetical order, I might not recognize that those are the same. They're multiplying, right? And so like R times S is the same as S times R. But if you put them in the same order, like both alphabetically, then you see they're the same. Claro?
C.
Okay. Glad you asked.